Washington, D.C. public schools raising eyebrows tonight after he sent a letter encouraging parents to, quote, decolonize Thanksgiving. Here's what Chancellor Louis Farabee wrote. If you celebrate, our equity team has shared resources for how you can consider decolonizing your Thanksgiving. If you host a Thanksgiving meal, consider doing a land acknowledgement, reading recommendations, 2 articles to decolonize your holiday. Those articles, 3 ways to decolonize Thanksgiving and 8 ways to decolonize and honor Native peoples on Thanksgiving. Wow. And with that, we bring in KTTH Seattle talk radio host Jason Rantz to tackle this topic and more in this evening's lightning round. I'm gobsmacked. I've never heard of such a thing, decolonizing Thanksgiving, at least in the sense of having it sort of filter through the schools. Your thoughts on that?
Yeah, if it meant decolonizing, meaning, instead of going with turkey, you're going to go with ham, don't do that. Just stick to the tradition. But unfortunately, that's not what it actually means, because these people are miserable. If you're on an equity team, you have to believe that this country is evil, that it's founded on white supremacy, it's founded on things that need to be dismantled and then rebuilt. And so now they're trying to ruin Thanksgiving. They've already ruined some other holidays, and they're not going to stop until they have total ruin and recreate holidays in a social justice image. Stop being so miserable. Actually enjoy Thanksgiving. Actually enjoy some time with your family or friends. And stop with this nonstop complaining. You are not triggered when someone says Happy Thanksgiving to you. And instead, these people, of course, say, what's so happy about Thanksgiving? Genocide? Ethnic cleansing? Do you think that stolen land is exciting? Something we have to be happy about? Just shut up and enjoy the holiday. You have every other day of the year to complain about. Spend some time with family.
Never shy of his opinion there, Jason. Definitely letting you know how he feels about that. Let me ask you this. There's also been a lot made, my friend, about this idea of celebrating with people who may or may not be fully vaccinated. We've read some reports, for example, Slate saying that your holiday gatherings should have a vaccine mandate. Your thoughts on whether or not we should have a vaccine mandate for the big meal?
Well, number one, if these are your family members that you're already spending time with, it doesn't matter that they're unvaccinated and coming over yet again for Thanksgiving. Number two, if you're someone who's unvaccinated and you've got a family member who has invited you over for Thanksgiving dinner who's going to be a little bit of a pain in the backside over this, save yourself the trouble and don't actually go. Let's stop creating more drama than is necessary. People are adults. They have access to a vaccine if they want it. I think there's lots of data to suggest that you should get it. But if you don't want it, that's on you, and you get to make that decision as an adult. Let's stop shaming people, especially family members, into getting a vaccine that they might not want. Do some education, but let me tell you, trying to pressure them as a means to go to Thanksgiving dinner, that just seems like it's counterproductive. It's not actually going to help.
Yeah,
you have a few options right on Thanksgiving. Spend time with family and actually enjoy them. Spend time and suffer through some awkward conversations, or escape the country altogether and go to London.
Like somebody else I know right now talking on this show. He's in London, by the way, in case you're wondering. He's not home in Seattle. Really quickly, before we go, I just want to get your take on King County up in your neck of the woods. They're going to skip annual homeless counting in 2022, citing concerns over harmful methodology. Are you buying that, or are they just stopping the count because they don't want to see how bad things have gotten?
I think they don't want to see how bad things have gotten. But on top of that, not only have things gotten worse as far as homelessness is concerned, but we have a staffing crisis within the Seattle Police Department. So you're going to send people out into a community of homeless people who have gotten way more aggressive than I've seen them in the past, and you're not going to have enough police protection to go out there should, God forbid, there be an emergency. So I'm thinking they just want to completely avoid this. And at the same time, there was just a report out in the Seattle Times showing some 200 plus homeless people have died out on the streets in the last year. It seems now more than ever you want to get a better understanding of how many people are out there, but they're choosing not to do that. And I do think that it's more political than anything else.
Yeah, certainly surprising given the numbers that we've seen both on and off the record. Jason Rantz, I gave you credit for being home in Seattle. You're actually over in London. Enjoy your trip. Happy Thanksgiving, my friend. We appreciate you spending time with us.
Happy Thanksgiving. Appreciate it.
All right. A little good news.